Welcome to part 2 of our school selection series. This 6-part video series will take you through 6 different factors to evaluate as you select your target MBA programs: location, teaching method, curriculum, alumni base, class size, and rankings. Hopefully you already watched part 1 on location, but if you still need to, you can check it out here. Next up, we are taking a deep look at the academic component of MBA programs as we look at teaching methods. Our question: how will you actually learn in the MBA classroom? Some might not even know that business schools employ different teaching methods. One of these teaching methods is the case method, or case-based learning. Harvard Business School pioneered the case method, which requires students to read a case or a story about a protagonist facing a management dilemma. The protagonist can be hypothetical, but is often based on a real person. Along with the case, students can access supporting data points they can analyze. The goal is to put yourself in the protagonist's place and decide, what would you do? The case method also typically involves a team component, where you explore the case together with a study group or learning team ahead of class. Then, during class itself, your professor facilitates a case discussion, which can become quite lively. Sometimes the case protagonist may even make a guest appearance to discuss his or her dilemma and resolution. In short, the case method requires significant reading, analysis, preparation, and classroom participation. It can seem daunting, but it also is beneficial to those who need to build confidence in their public speaking abilities. If this teaching style is just absolutely not for you, if you know that, do not apply to case schools. If you get accepted and you are not a good fit for the case method, it actually will be an unenjoyable experience for you. So again, think carefully about these decisions as we go through this series, and put some in the check column and some in the X column. The case method can seem too situation specific for some, or maybe it's too much reading or participation for some. Some may prefer to learn the underlying theories. For these students, lecture-based learning may suit them best. Lecture is the method of teaching that is familiar to most applicants, where the professor explains key learning points or theories, often based on textbook readings that supplement the in-class presentation. Aren't any business schools that are exclusively lecture-based, but some, such as UCLA, USC, Oxford, and Carnegie Mellon, employ it more than others. Another teaching method that has gained popularity among business schools is experiential learning. Some programs even require these types of hands-on courses. In fact, at Berkeley Haas, students must complete at least one applied innovation course, which could include consulting projects, developing a startup, or managing an investment fund. MIT Sloan and Michigan Ross are 2 other programs known for experiential learning, with Sloan Action Learning Labs offering real-world experience in a particular sector, including options such as Entrepreneurship Lab or Healthcare Lab. In Ross's MAP program, students spend 7 weeks in teams of 4 to 6 working on real-life problems for a range of companies. In some ways, experiential learning is an enhanced form of the case. Students get hands-on with a business problem and make strategic recommendations to real actors. And while we've highlighted a few schools, more and more schools are adopting these, and there are far more examples. So please dig in when you look at each school. As you may have come to understand, a key difference regarding teaching methods is that some schools have more standardized teaching methods than others. On one extreme side of the spectrum are pure case schools like Harvard Business School, UVA Darden, ESA in Spain, and Ivy in Canada. The vast majority of classes are taught using the case method at these schools. At other programs such as Columbia Business School, Stanford GSB, Wharton, and most notably Chicago, which has a highly flexible approach, professors get to choose their ideal teaching method based on the course material. This customizable approach means that some professors will use lectures, some will use the case method, some will use experiential learning, and some may employ a mix of all these, including group projects and simulations within a single course. There's a lot of diversity in how you learn at these schools. Now that you understand these differences, again, consider how you learn best. What courses did you most enjoy in college? Do you enjoy lively debate and discussion? Do you retain information best when you apply it? Which style of learning will prepare you best for your target career goals? Ask yourself these questions as you consider the ideal teaching method for you. And as you network with your target programs, ask current students about the courses they're taking and how they're taught. Even better, visit campuses and observe classes to see these methods in action. I hope this video gave you a better understanding of how to evaluate the teaching methods at target MBA programs. Stick around for part 3, where we discuss the related topic of the MBA curriculum and how that should factor into your school selection process. That begins now.